everyone, welcome to another video. So in today's video we're going to be looking at the budget of one of my lovely viewers here on YouTube who paid for the one-on-one. It was her first job, so she just wanted to make sure that her budget is set up properly. Now before I get into her budget, I just want to do a quick update on what you get when you buy the 52 envelope challenge. Basically, it's save money with 52 envelopes, but it works hand in hand with the 100 envelope challenge. So what I did is, so if you open, when you buy this, you'll receive it looking like this: rose gold or black, depending on what you will pick. So obviously you'll have your cover, and then you're going to have the tracker of the 100 envelope challenge, where you're going to choose which envelope you're going to be stuffing depending on how much you currently have. So if you have a look over there, it has your start dates that you're going to put. End date is obviously when you complete your 52 envelopes, and how much you saved in total, you will know that when you complete your challenge. So as you stuff your envelopes, you will tick or you'll color in, or whatever method, or put a sticker, whatever works for you. And then it also comes with the saving trackers, where you're going to fill in. The saving trackers has 52 spaces. So if you have a look, 127, 28 up until 52, just for you to keep track of how much you are putting in and how much you have saved so far, and the date as well. So you can see how long it took you to save a certain amount of money and 52 envelopes. And then you're going to get the 13 envelopes, which has the 4 pockets. So in total will be 52 pockets for you to save money. Now you can use a marker to write down how much you have put here, or you can get the stickers. The stickers are separate. They are also available on my shop, but they are not included on the challenge, the binder over here. They are separate. What's nice about them though is that if you have a box, so if you have a box like this and you want the stickers, you can get the stickers and take a sticker and stick it onto the envelope in the box that you have saved money on, or that you will be saving money on. So I just wanted to show you guys, let you guys know what you'll be receiving if you grab this. It's just that they are quite popular now, and I just wanted to make that disclaimer, and just so you can know what you'll be receiving when you get your challenge. Okay, let's get into the video. So now we're gonna have a look at, I'm gonna call her Sarah's budget. This is basically her information over here. It's not clear. She has very tiny handwriting, so I'm going to read it out. So when you grab a one-on-one with me, you get these worksheets for you to fill in, so I can have a look at your numbers, and then I can create a budget for you, a savings plan, and a debt attack plan for you, and then I send everything to you. We also schedule a 15 to 30 minutes phone call just to answer some questions and to explain things that maybe you're not sure about, and that is basically it. I'm currently not doing any one-on-ones as we are currently so full, but also we are very busy with the launch, and we are taking a break. Normal Star is going on a little break for the holidays. The last orders that can be shipped out will be shipped out on Tuesday morning. They will be collected on Tuesday morning to be with you hopefully by the end of this week. Everything else will then get shipped out on the 15th of January. So those are just some updates. So this is her story. She says, I have quite a bit of student debt. I am also still a student, and I have a full-time job which I started a month ago. I do not know how to properly set up a budget so that I can pay off my debt and be debt-free. I also would like to have an emergency fund set up. So that is basically her story. And then over here, it's got an option for you to put your goals. So her goals are to pay off debt, to build an emergency fund, and to build credit score the right way without digging a hole of debt. Okay, and then she gave me all of her numbers. So again, it is not so clear, but what you are looking at here is petrol for 2,500 Rand a month. And then she has her water and electricity. She has rates for the city of Cape Town, groceries of 2,500 Rand, NSFAS of 500 Rand, that is her debt, toiletries 800 Rand a month, church 500 Rand, car maintenance 200 Rand a month, emergency fund, holidays, Christmas, medical, so those are all savings, and her medical debt, which is 500 Rand a month. So all of these amounts is just what she is putting away, but she's just like, she doesn't know if it's the right amount, the wrong amount. First of all, there is no right or wrong, but this is just basically amounts, like they're not given to her to put away. It's amounts she has just decided on to put away so that she can have these sinking funds set up, like a car maintenance, emergency fund, holiday saving, Christmas, and medical savings as well. So her total expenses are 9,250. Her income is 12,400 Rand. So what is left, if you take your income and minus your expenses, is 3,150. That is what she has left. Okay, so basically this is a budget that I have now created for her, because looking at her numbers, what I love about her budget is that it's not hard. It's not like a lot of dates and a little bit of income, or it's not too much income and too much debt. It's just a basic budget, and she just wants guidance on how to make sure that she's got a budget set up that will help her manage her day-to-day bills, but also save money and pay off debt. Alrighty, so this budget is for January. Of course, I didn't want to do a December one, just because December is, it's so hard. It's so hard to just budget for December. Especially if you're new to budgeting, because a lot is happening, a lot of fun things, end of year functions, etc. So I did a January budget. So this is what she'll be doing in January. She has let me know there's a few updates now on her budget, but I will let you know at the end. So month of January, and her job, she gets 12,400 Rand. Then these are her fixed expenses. She's got water and power for 800 Rand, rates for 400 Rand, church for 500 Rand, car maintenance for 200, emergency fund for 200, holidays, Christmas, medical. In total, 2,450 are her fixed expenses, but please bear in mind that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so these 5 are basically her sinking funds. They are her savings. Let me just grab a pen. So these right here are her savings. So in total, it's 2,450. Then she's got the 2 debts over here, which is medical debt and NSFAS. So in total, that's 1,000 Rand. Then she's got, so if you add these 2 together, so her fixed expenses plus her medical, remember the medical minimum payment is a fixed expense. It is not something extra on the side. You have to add your debit order amount as a fixed expense, because you do not want that to bounce. So in total, 3,450 is her fixed expenses. Then she's got her variable expenses. Variable expenses are expenses that change month to month. So number 1 is petrol, which is 2,500 Rand. Then she's got groceries for 2,500 Rand and toiletries for 800 Rand. In total, it's 5,800. So now if you take her fixed expenses plus variables, so basically her expenses, her debt, and variables, it's 9,250. So that is how much is her day, like her cost of living basically. And remaining is 3,150, which is a healthy amount left for her to be able to basically reach her goals. So what I have done here is have a look at her debt first. So this is her debt over here. So her medical, so her medical debt is, the balance is 10,000 Rand, and she wants to pay it off in 12 months. So by the end of 2024, she wanted to be paid off. It doesn't have an interest rate. The minimum payment, so it's a minimum payment that she has agreed on, is 500 Rand a month on the 25th, which is her payday. Then her second debt is NSFAS, so her student loan. Her balance is 37,323, and she wants to pay it off in 24 months, so in 2 years. Her interest rate is 6.2%, and her minimum payment is 500 Rand that she has agreed to deposit every single month on payday, which is the 25th. Okay, so if we have a look at her debt, obviously I am a person who goes with the avalanche method, which means paying off the debt with the highest interest rates first. So if you have a look here, medical has no interest rates, NSFAS has interest rates, so we would say, okay, we're going with the avalanche method, let's go with NSFAS because of the interest rates and make sure we are just getting rid of that one. But this interest over here is not high at all. It's only 6.2%. So what I would recommend is to get rid of the smallest debt first. So that is the snowball method. Get rid of the medical debt and then focus on just tackling the bigger debt, which is what I'm going to get into. So in total, she has 47,000 Rand, 323 in debt. Okay, so now let's have a look at the budget so that you can see what are we putting extra into her debt. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the medical. So for her medical, I said we're gonna bump it up to 1,500 Rand. So at the end of the month, 500 Rand is going into her medical debt. I said she must add another 1,500 Rand. So plus 1,500 Rand, which means 2,000 Rand will be paid into her debt every month. So this 2,000 Rand, if you times it by 5 months, it means she will pay off her medical debt in 5 months, not in 12 months as she had anticipated or she had wanted. It means she'll pay it off quicker than she thought. So if we look at the remaining balance over here, so if we take that remaining amount that she has after we take her income, minus her fixed, minus her minimum debt payments, minus her variable expenses, she has 3,150 Rand. If we take the 3,150 that she has remaining, minus 1,500 Rand, that is now going to be extra that she will be putting into her medical debt, she has 1,650 Rand left. Now if we take that 1,650 Rand and we minus 800 Rand, because now we're going to take that 800 Rand and put it into the emergency fund. So her emergency fund, initially she wanted to put in 200 Rand. So I'm now adding 800 Rand so that she can put in 1,000 Rand into her emergency fund, because remember, one of her goals, so if we open up her goals, her goal was to pay off debt and build an emergency fund and also build a credit score. So if she can pay off her medical debt while building that emergency fund, that will help her reach her goal as well, which means she is now left with 850 Rand to work with. So what I have decided to do with this 850 is to minus 300 Rand and put it into car maintenance. Car maintenance is a great fund to have just in case you need new tires, just in case your screen cracks, or whatever you need to sort out with your car, you have that fund built up. So because she had planned to put in 200 Rand into car maintenance plus the 300 Rand that I've decided that we must put into the car maintenance. She's now putting in 500 Rand into the car maintenance, and she's left with 550. Out of that 550, I've taken out another 100 and put it into her Christmas savings. And let me tell you why I decided that. So if we have a look at this sheet over here, and I'm so sorry if it's not clear, I will bring it close. So if we look at her car maintenance, she had planned that the target goal date is December 2024 to have 3,000 Rand into her car maintenance, and she wanted to put 200 Rand a month, which means now that we've bumped it up to 500 Rand a month times 12 months, she'll have 6,000 Rand by the end of the year. So way more than the 3,000 she had planned. But it also means that if she has to use the funds, she still has a few more remaining. Then Christmas was her another saving goal over there, and she wanted to have 2,000 Rand by December 2024. So me taking that 100 Rand and adding it into the 100 Rand that she was already planning on saving for Christmas means 200 times, let's say 11 months, because you want to use the money for Christmas. She will have the 2,200 Rand saved for Christmas as she had planned. And then her last goal was for holidays. So again, 2,000 Rand, and she was planning on saving 100 Rand. So if we take 3,150, which was the remaining, minus 1,500 Rand that will go to the medical, minus 800 Rand that will go to the emergency fund, minus 300 and minus 100, we have 450 Rand to work with. So take that 100 Rand and put it into holidays. She now has 350 Rand to work with, and then take the 150 and put it into the medical savings over here, medical sinking fund, because she doesn't have a medical aid as yet, but she has some sort of a medical aid with her job. She just wants to make sure she has stuff for like dental care and things like that, which is that sinking fund. So now she's left with 200 Rand to work with. What I have decided to do is take that 200 Rand and make it a miscellaneous envelope. So then she will create an envelope, call it miscellaneous, and withdraw this 200 Rand and put it in there. Just in case she needs anything, she knows she has that buffer to work with. That is her budget. Now let's have a look at her debt. What is the plan on her debt? So obviously I already went through her debt and how it's looking, and this is her plan of attack. So first you're going to have a look at your journey. So basically, this is my debt, this is how much I owe, this is how many months I have to go, this is my interest rate, this is my minimum payment, this is when it's due, which one am I going to go with, snowball effect, avalanche method, whichever method. So now we already know that. Now we're going to have a look at the plan of attack. So how the plan of attack works is you attack one debt at a time. Now remember, it doesn't mean that you don't pay your other debt. So as you can see over here, she's paying for both debts. So even if she had car and other things, she would be paying for all of them and then attacking one at a time to get rid of. So let's have a look at her plan of attack for the medical, which obviously I already shown you that what she'll be doing is adding a 1,500 Rand at the end of the month on top of what she's already paying on minimum payments, which will be 2,000 Rand. So starting, let's say January 1st, 25th of January, and her current balance is 10,000 Rand. She will pay 2,000 Rand, which is the minimum payment plus extra, and her closing balance will be 8,000 Rand. When February comes and she has 8,000 Rand on her debt, she will pay her minimum payment plus extra, and she will close it up on 6,000. In March, she will pay minimum payment plus extra, close the month on 4,000. In May, she will do the same and close the month on 2,000. And then, as you can see, at the end of the, as you can see in May, sorry, I was supposed to say April here. So as you can see, in May, she'll then have 2,000, pay the minimum plus the extra, and she'll finish that medical debt. Once she's finished that one, she will then start NSFAS in June. Now, the reason why I said 34,825, because the starting balance of NSFAS currently is 37,323 minus by 500 Rand paid in 5 months. So if we go 500 times the 5 months that she has been paying her minimum payments while she's paying extra into the medical debt, that means she's paid around 2,500 Rand into her NSFAS. So if we take the 37,323 minus 2,500 Rand, she will have around 34,823 in June. So when June comes, she will then start the journey. Now, how this works is she will pay her minimum payment of 500 Rand plus the 2,000 Rand that she was paying for the medical. Now, this is when the momentum happens. So you take whatever you were paying on your previous debt and you add it on top of the next debt that you are attacking. So now, instead of paying just 500 Rand, she's now paying 2,500 Rand into her NSFAS. And remember, she had planned to finish this in 2 years, so December 2025. So if she does it this way and pays 2,500 Rand to her debt here, that means by the end of June, she will have 32,323. And then July, she'll pay the 2,500 Rand. She'll close her balance up on 29,823. And then in August, she'll pay the 2,500 Rand and close the balance on 27,323. So what I did to show you, so if we take this 27,323 divided by 2,500 Rand, it's 10.9. So 11 months will take her to finish this loan. So by July 2025, she would have finished the loan. So how I did was look at August, and 11 months from August, it will be July 2025. She will be debt free by July 2025 if she goes with this method. She did say she does get incentives and bonuses, so she could put more into the NSFAS, which means she could end up being debt free way before than what is predicted over here. So this is Sarah's budget. So obviously she's got everything now with her. And if you're in the same situation, just make sure that when you pay off your first small debt, you take that amount and you put it into the next debt, which is what I will be doing. So as you already know, I have a FNB loan that I've been paying off this whole year, and the minimum payment is 2,017 Rand. Basically, I'm going to finish that loan in maybe 2 weeks. I think I'm left with 600 Rand. It hasn't been updated yet, but I've done the calculations. As soon as it's updated on my app, I will check tomorrow, which is Monday. If I see that 600 Rand, I will then call the bank and I'll ask them to pay the settlement fee so I can close the loan. Once I've closed the loan and January starts, I'm going to have an extra 2,000 Rand in my account that I didn't have prior, because that 2,000 Rand was deducted by the loan. So now I'm going to look at that 2,000 Rand like it belongs to another debt. It won't be something extra for me to go shopping. It will be for me to pay off another debt. So I've got my next debt on my list is my Nedbank, which deducts a 700 Rand a month as a minimum payment. I will let them deduct that 700 Rand. Then I'm going to add the 2,000 Rand on top, which is from my loan, to help me pay off my Nedbank quicker. which is just a credit card. It's better than a loan, but I still want to get rid of it so that minimum payments that they are deducting every month will also go smaller. Okay, but I'll obviously take you along on that journey as well. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And Sarah, I know you love your budgets because obviously we chat on WhatsApp, but I wish you the best. We're going to have a very successful 2024, and this is your budget. Enjoy it. She did let me know. Obviously, I said I do want to let you know that she has sent me a few updates. She did let me know that with petrol, it could be lower than this now because she has joined a Lyft club, which is going to be much cheaper than this. So that is interesting, and it's also fun to see that she has figured out a way to make sure that she is managing her finances in a smart way. If there's a way for you to join a Lyft club and save money on petrol, then definitely do that because it will really help with paying off debt and saving money. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. You give it a thumbs up, you comment if you have any other requests, but also if you wanted to grab the new products, please do grab the links. I'll leave them below, and please remember we will ship everything out on the 15th of January. Bye.